そうすれば少しは人間らしくなるだろう。なんだその目は。だから行儀よくしろって。
Hey guys, it's Dolin and I'm hosting today's video. We're gonna see some anime where the MC becomes quite strong to seek revenge. So let's dive into the video without wasting any more time. Coming at number 10 on the list, we have 91 Days. As a child living in the town of Lawless, Angelo Lagasa has witnessed a tragedy. His parents and younger brother have been mercilessly slaughtered by the Veneti Mafia family. Losing everything he holds dear, he leaves both his name and hometown behind, adopting the new identity of Avilio Bruno. 7 years later, Avilio finally has his chance for revenge when he receives a mysterious letter prompting him to return to Lawless. Obliging, he soon encounters the Veneti Don's son, Nero, and seeks to befriend him using the skills he has quietly honed over the years. Set during the Prohibition era, watch Avilio's blood-stained path to vengeance as he slowly ends each of the men involved in killing his family. Coming at number 9 on the list, we have Evil or Live. Severe internet addiction has become an epidemic infecting the nation's youth, ultimately resulting in their extreme dependence on the World Wide Web. Those who are too far gone are enrolled in an elite re-education academy in order to help them grow into successful adults. Hibiki is one such teenager who awakens in the facility unaware of how he came to be there. He learns from his head instructor that he was knocked out and brought to the school at his mother's behest, concerned with how belligerent her son was becoming as a result of his internet addiction. Stuck in a place more akin to a prison than an academy, and with no escape from the abuses of the instructors, Hibiki decides to end his life by jumping from the roof. But as fate would have it, he meets a mysterious man named Shin who promises to give his life meaning. Coming at number 8 on the list, we have Kaze No Stigma. Kazuma Yagami is a user of Fujutsu, the ability to control the wind. He returns to his old home, the noble Kanagi household, after being banished 4 years ago for his inability to control fire and his subsequent defeat in a duel at the hands of his younger cousin, Ayano Kanagi. Returning after such a brutal exile already gives rise to many conflicts, but to make matters worse, several Kanagi family members have recently been murdered with Fujutsu. This leads the Kanagi family, including the hot-headed Ayano, to suspect Kazuma as the culprit. Now Kazuma must not only clear his name, but also aid the family he shares a mutual hatred with in order to discover the true identity of the killer. Coming at number 7 on the list, we have Kwanji Fashi. The aloof high schooler Mofan has found himself in a universe similar yet distinctly different from his own mundane one. It's a place where magic has replaced the essence of science. Here, the most capable students are taught to master the wonders of spellworking to fend off large devastating beasts that lurk in the forests surrounding the city. Like his previous life, Mofan remains the son of a poor laborer and the older stepbrother to a crippled sister. Despite these disadvantages, he dreams of attending a magic school to become a magician, a highly respected and lucrative trade. In order to repay his father for his hard work, Mofan is accepted into a renowned magic institution. However, rumors spread about his poverty and lack of magical ability, labeling him as the laughingstock of the school. Nonetheless, Mofan manages to harness not only the powerful fire element, but also the rare lightning element. Now armed with dual abilities, what dangerous encounters will the versatile mage face? Coming at number 6 on the list, we have Tales of the Abyss. The world of Audron is bound by the score, a series of prophecies from centuries past that dictate the world's future. It is considered an absolute fate that everyone lives by, even people whose actions lead to bloodshed and tears. Using magical abilities known as the Phonic Arts, a war between the nation of Kimlaska Lanvaldir and the Malkuth Empire is waged in hopes of bringing the Scourge's foreseen utopia to life. Luke von Fabre, who spends his days locked away in his manor after being kidnapped and losing his memories as a child. One day, while honing his swordsmanship, a woman named Tyr attempts to assassinate his master. Luke defends himself, but the clash results in the two being teleported to a distant land. Luke and Tyr's journey back quickly escalates into a quest that will either free the world from the Scourge's chains or destroy it completely. Coming at number 5 on the list, we have Bento. The supermarket is an important building in any city, for they provide a convenient way to purchase a variety of food in a family-friendly and safe environment. However, these stores change in the blink of an eye once the unsold bento boxes go on their nightly half-off sales. War breaks out and friends become foes as each person fights for honor, pride, and dinner. There are no longer any people in these supermarkets, only wolves and dogs, winners and losers. High schooler Yo Sato is painfully introduced to these battles after unknowingly stumbling into a war zone, but instead of choosing to avoid these nightly fights, he wants to join in. After seeing Sato's lack of fighting skills, upperclassman and wolf Senyata Izui invites him and Hana, a girl who enjoys spectating the brawls, to join her half-priced food lovers club to show them the distinction between the dogs and the wolves. Together, they learn what it truly means to fight for your food. Coming at number 4 on the list, we have Gunkakuso. In the year 5053, French aristocrats Viscount Albert and Baron Franz attended the festival of Carnival on the moon city of Luna. While Franz is just looking to have fun, Albert is seeking something more to fill his life. But he finds more than he bargained for in the Count of Monte Cristo, a mysterious and charming self-made nobleman who meets his gaze during an opera performance. Through a few twists and turns, Albert befriends the Count and introduces him into French society. The Count, however, has more on his mind than just friendship. He plots to finally unleash his vengeance on those who wronged him years earlier. Albert and the Count's intertwined destinies and the ultimate price paid for enacting revenge. Coming at number 3 on the list, we have Berserk. Now branded for death and destined to be hunted by demons until the day he dies, Guts embarks on a journey to defy such a gruesome fate, as waves of beasts relentlessly pursue him. Stealing his resolve, he takes up the monstrous Blade Dragon Slayer and vows to exact vengeance on the one responsible, hunting down the very man he once looked up to and considered a friend. Along the way, he encounters some unlikely allies, such as a small elf named Puck and Ichidro, a young thief looking to learn swordsmanship from the former mercenary. As the ragtag group slowly comes together after having decided to join Guts in his quest, they will face incredible danger, unlike anything they've ever experienced before. Coming at number 2 on the list, we have Arifurata. The ordinary life of 17-year-old otaku Hajime Nagamo is disrupted when he and his classmates are summoned to a fantasy world and tasked with saving mankind. While his classmates are gifted with impressive abilities useful in combat, Hajime is belittled for only gaining an inferior transmutation skill that lacks any real offensive power. During an expedition into the Great Orgus Labyrinth, Hajime plummets into the bottom of an abyss. Though he survives the fall, Hajime is faced with menacing monsters and misfortunes that send him spiraling into a grim nightmare. Desperate to live and return home one day, he resolves to fight for his survival, only to meet an imprisoned vampire he names Yue. Yue and a few others along the way accompany Hajime on his journey to find his way back home, while steadily transforming from commonplace to the world's strongest. Coming at number 1 on the list, we have Vinland Saga. Young Thorfinn grew up listening to the stories of old sailors that had traveled the ocean and reached the place of legend, Vinland. It's said to be warm and fertile, a place where there would be no need for fighting. Not at all like the frozen village in Iceland where he was born, and certainly not like his current life as a mercenary. War is in his home now, though his father once told him, "You have no enemies. Nobody does. There's nobody who it's okay to hurt." As he grew, Thorfinn knew that nothing was further from the truth. The war between England and the Danes grows worse with each passing year. Death has become commonplace, and the Viking mercenaries are loving every moment of it. Allying with either side will cause a massive swing in the balance of power, and the Vikings are happy to make names for themselves and take any spoils they earn along the way. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. That is all for today. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Have a wonderful day.